The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
You ready? No debate, cause they sold. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, corner booth.
I see as well. Kate, I feel like I have not officially said this. I've tiptoed around it. Kate, will you marry me?
Do I have to answer now? Or
No, you have time. You can think about it. You can think about a way to say no without hurting my feelings if you want.
Oh
lovely. I'll send you a letter.
Just don't even.
Alright, cool. Thank you. Shit. I'll send you my address later so you can send it to my house.
Yeah, I'm never giving you my address. I don't want you getting that close.
No, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Korner Booth pregame. Happy Thanksgiving for all of us here at Belly Up Sports and the Korner Booth podcast. We have a fun show today. We have our Holiday 9-pack is back. We have great bets. We have also, by the way, if you're new to this, we merge our Tuesday and Thursday shows for this. We have guests coming in and out. It's going to be a great time. I am excited for you guys all to experience this. For all you who are new to Belly Up Sports and new to the Korner Booth crew. We're starting off right now. We got a great show. We had a great Monday Night Football game last night. Shout out to one of my guests who just texted me. He wants to come on the show. Gotta love guys like this, the real MVPs. To the guest who canceled on me because he was busy at work. Buddy, I work 2 jobs. I'm not impressed. That person knows who he is, but he never watches the show unless he's coming on anyway. So that being said, I'm your host, Jared Clem, a not petty host of this show. I am, of course, joined by my 2 co-hosts, the man, the myth, the legend, the alcohol-inducing, the Philly-waving, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Lepoff.
What's up, boys? Go Birds.
Yo, your camera angle is always so fucking wonky. Are you trying to show off your degrees or what?
Oh, no, these aren't mine, dude. These are my mom's. But, I like to think they're mine.
What is possession 9/10 of the law? All right, and now also joining us, I guess, semi-happy Jets fan, new homeowner, long hair having, fantastic beard wearing, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Rodazzo.
I wouldn't say happy Jets fan if you, I don't even know if I sent it to the group, but yeah, if you check out Tim Boyle's stats, he spent a couple years in UConn, 1 touchdown, 13 interceptions, 48.4% completion. He then transferred to Eastern Kentucky where he had 11 touchdowns and 13 interceptions and played a total of maybe a few years or so when in Detroit he had 3 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 607 yards, 0-3 record. Not a lot to be excited about. No Zach Wilson, but not too much to be excited about other than that. But other than that, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, unless you are a Miami Dolphin fan, Buffalo Bill fan, or a Patriots fan. I hope your turkey's dry.
Wow. Also joining us, part of the dynamic duo of High Low Sports, whose show I believe I don't know if they recorded already or doing one. I know they're doing one tomorrow, I believe. I'm not sure. They'll explain it to us. Ladies and gentlemen, this handsome gentleman here was just witnessing Tommy DeVito's live. This man is a co-host. He is a rocket scientist, at least in the terms of football. And he's also the stunt double in Hollywood for Hunter Renfro's biopic. Ladies and gentlemen, the satirical comedy about Josh McDaniels' coaching career. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Stewart.
I will go in depth on Josh McDaniels' coaching career. It's going to be its own documentary. It's going to be DJ.
Well, I mean, I'm the one in charge of direct. You didn't hear? I got a producer credit for it.
All you have to do is go click and get out of the way. I'll take it from here.
I'm also going to be the body double for Max Crosby.
Ha! All you got to do is be more like Max Crosby, and we'll get somewhere.
I got to grow about 3 inches, get about 45,000 more tattoos, and cut about 10% body fat off me.
Make it.
Oof.
That's
True.
That's not to you. That's more about Max's
No,
freakish.
I think he actually has a 8-pack. I'm not kidding.
Have you seen his shoulders? He looks like a petrodactyl.
Also, here's the
Yeah,
kicker.
just-
That man doesn't drink.
Well,
That's
yeah.
why
Yeah,
he's
he's
so
sober.
fucking cut. Yeah, he's
Not
dead
anymore.
sober, which is why he's so fucking cut.
There's a reason.
Like,
he-
Yeah,
God
you ever hear
bless
the
him.
line from what is it from Parks and Rec where Chris Pratt's character stops drinking beer for a month and loses 50 pounds? There's kind of some truth to that. As somebody who, dude, I lost 8 pounds in a month, and because I cut back to drinking on weekends.
I got to go the other way. That's why I'm drinking more beer. I haven't stopped.
I don't think
Jeez,
that's the
this fucking guy. All right, also joining us, ladies and gentlemen, the other host, the other co-host, one of the actually few Cowboys fans I can tolerate, a Giants fan, a Kings fan, one of the other smartest guys I know. He played for the Auburn Tigers. He also has given me and Chris some bad bets over the weeks, so him and Chris's rivalry still kicks off. And our surprise guest coming in about 15, 20 minutes, and him just like chucking chaos grenades like they're candy. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelsey Coyne.
I got nothing. I was gonna see if I could find a soundboard for this, but I got nothing for that. I appreciate the intro.
I was gonna make a joke about a soundboard, but
yeah, it would be better than the joke about you getting bad bets. I mean, I can't help you when you make bad bets for the other 5 picks in your 6-pack.
well, actually, so I haven't shot below 50%, and Chris can corroborate this, since I think the week the Jets beat the Eagles.
What are you talking about? You did 50% 2 weeks ago.
No, I shot
Yeah.
60.
No, below 50. Because you
All right,
picked the same as me, and we yeah. Except for your last pick was wrong, and so that's why I know it was. Anyways,
It's okay.
You're not gonna be
I've been
maxed
on a
out,
hot
by the way.
somehow
I
I'm
just
winning
gotta throw
both
it out
of my
there.
betting pools, by the way. Don't ask me how that's working.
Magic.
I guess so. Well, fellas, we're happy you're here. So, in the spirit of this holiday, we're going to be giving out, instead of the one sentence game where we all get to comment on games, we're going to go around the corner. So, DJ and Kelsey, you
Okay,
guys were here
not do it
last
for
year. You get assigned the game, and it's on you to do a sentence describing it. It could be up to, I'm talking 3 commas here. You could get comedic, get angry, say pass. Listen, one time there was a game so bad 2 years ago. Cruz, one of our friends, a Barstool employee, goes, "Yeah, I'm not talking about this game. This game was so bad. I think it should be aborted from the system." So that being said, we're going to start it off with a one sentence game, of course, brought to you by our amazing people over at candips.com. Promo code BEV, 20% off. They sponsor 2 things on this show today. I just ordered 3 biggie bags. I am very excited because I get my dip back. I got spearmint, coolant, and mango because I am a creature of habit, if anything. But yeah, no, seriously, the biggie bags are great value. You're getting basically 2.5 tins for $20. That's just a steal. That being said, we're going to start it off all the way back. My sense, Jared, check your phone. I thought I sent him the link. Nope. I never hit send. Sorry, buddy.
Guy wants a producer credit, and he can't even send a link.
Hey, listen, the comedy known as Josh Daniels' coaching career was my idea. Okay, I get intellectual property rights on that one.
Doesn't make you a producer.
You know, I'm trying here. Okay, it's not my fault that the Raiders are a Greek tragedy as well as a hilarious comedy. The romantic comedy part is when you basically have Al Davis and Josh McDaniels' love of his own play calling. Speaking of Josh McDaniels, this Patriots fan joining this show today is the host of the Tailgate in the Quad podcast, the former co-host of the Corner Booth Pod, one of the funniest human beings I know, and a BAM alum, ladies and gentlemen, my mustachioed friend and whiskey drinker, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin.
Hello. I'm not allowed to have a mustache.
Kelsey, what are you doing to him? Let my boy grow it out.
Me? What am I doing to him? What are you
wrong,
talking about?
Kelsey.
Oh, hold on now. Time out. Kevin, are you dating a Kelsey?
Yeah, I really wanted to date you, but I figured the distance was a little too much, so I had to find someone else named Kelsey.
It's okay.
I was in
imagine
that same predicament.
She's just as great as I am. So hopefully she's an Auburn fan. Is she an Auburn fan? Please tell me she's an Auburn fan.
Nope, did not care much about college football until she started dating me.
And so now she cares even less. Okay, perfect.
Hey, she watches it with me. That's all I care about.
That's a real trooper.
Reluctance is the real sign of love.
I mean, look, as long as Bama's not losing, I imagine Kevin's a great person to watch games with.
Actually, yes. Very insightful.
No, the USF game was painful for her.
Well, okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, but you guys were literally playing like hot garbage that game. I wouldn't expect you to be fun around that time.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Texas game, or fortunately for my relationship's sake, we were in Colorado with my family at a restaurant, so I had to be on my best behavior.
Okay.
You get a kids menu?
I
did not.
The group chat was just hilarious during that.
Love
sequence.
the kids menu.
All right. But Kev, we're doing the one sentence game, one of your favorite games of all time. We're doing it different this year because we got 6 dudes on the show here. We're going to go in rotation. Everybody gets a different game. So we're going to start with DJ because I don't want to hear his thoughts on this one. We're going to Thursday Night Football. DJ, Ravens and Bengals. You got one sentence. Make it count.
Should have let him get healthy.
Fair. I'm not even going to hate on that statement.
Oxford, your season's done. P.S. Mark Andrews, get healthy soon. That was awful.
Kelsey, Browns and Steelers.
Hottest garbage I've ever seen since looking at the Indian Ocean. No. What's the name of the river? Yangtze River. There you go.
I mean, both weren't completely wrong. Also, I also wanted to see Kelsey's comedy chops here because I was giving him just an absolute shit pile of a game.
I could have gone elsewhere. I just was trying to relate it to something that's meaningful.
Oh no, fair. All right, Kev, Cardinals, Texans.
Are the Cardinals not hot garbage? I'm very confused by this game.
You know what? I'll roll with that one because it did confuse the shit out of me too. All right, Chris.
Credit for the semicolon there. I gotta give you credit for the semicolon, Kevin.
Chris, Jags, Titans.
Damn. Jags finally win a game at home. A lot of jagging off on the field. That's all I got.
Boo this man. All right, Matt, Raiders, Dolphins.
Better than I expected. Raiders are a lot tougher than they are under Antonio Pierce rather than Josh McDaniels. Didn't expect Miami to score only 20 points, but Raiders could possibly be the not the real deal, but definitely turning their season around in sense of competitiveness.
I got Cowboys, Panthers. This looked like when Alabama used to beat up on FCS teams. This just didn't seem fair. I started feeling really bad for Bryce Young and Frank Reich by the end of that game because I think at some points the Cowboys were trying new things, like actually giving it Tony Pollard the ball in the end zone.
Tony Pollard finally gets the ball.
All right. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to DJ with Bears Lions.
The Lions aren't the most cursed team in the North. They went from the cellar to the kings in the North, and the Bears are the Chargers of the Midwest. They can't find a way to win, even when the win is gifted to them.
There you go. All right, Kels, Packers, Chargers. You just keep giving me shit games. I'll take this one if you don't want it.
Or did I step foot into an outhouse?
I thought you were going to make a quote about Brandon Staley saying we're not asking this question again.
Stinkiest cheese since... Oh, God, I forgot the name of the cheese now.
Limburger?
Thank you.
All right, Kev.
That's pretty sneaky.
Speaking of cheese, the Paisan. DJ was here live for this one. The Giants Commanders.
I mean, shout out Tommy DeVito. Got to give the Italians some credit there.
The Italian stallion.
No.
He calls pasta sauce gravy. It's a real Italian.
Oh, fuck him. God, I hope he
See,
stubs his
Matt's
fucking
that
toe
other
tomorrow.
side of the Italians who want to fight everyone who calls it
God,
gravy.
fucking
Forget about it.
Gravy. Never mind. Never
I'm
mind.
with
We can be
Gravy's
forever.
brown.
All
Or
right.
white.
If your
Yeah, or
if your
Right.
sauce is
No.
your sauce is brown or white, there's a lot of things wrong. So this is why it's not gravy.
Exactly.
All right, fair enough. All right, Chris, you got Bucks 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, coming off the bye, within the bye like now. No. I'm so stupid. Brock Purdy looked good, perfect passer rating. I started him in fantasy. Not really complaining. Also, I have CMC as well, so kind of doubled my points there.
Well, thanks for the stats update.
Niners are good.
All right, Maddie, I hate to do this to you. This is just luck of the draw here. Bills, Zach Wilson. I'm sorry, man.
Oof. Listen, hot garbage. Somebody said it. Everybody's wondering where it is. It was in Buffalo that game. All I have to say is Timothy Kevin Boyle is here to save the day. And we all know the stats I just ran through. So pray for me.
All
Bro, I
right.
miss Mike White.
You miss Mike White.
Seahawks, Rams.
You're not gonna go?
Oh, no, I did this strategically. I'm finishing us off here.
He wants to talk about the Eagles game.
See, Kev knows me too well.
Well, we're gonna all boycott that because you can't keep that under one sentence.
Well, actually, I will because
Hang on, let me get my Jeopardy music ready for you.
I've had to text 1,000 people about this fucking game already. All right, Deej, Rams, Seahawks.
Seahawks in trouble. Injury starting to mount. Rams still not that good and annoying, and Cooper Kupp is now broken again. So injuries.
And who wants Vikings, Broncos? This one's up for grabs. And nobody can play any Creed music. We almost got in trouble for copyright last week.
Back down to earth.
I mean,
Pass.
Josh Dobbs could have got him for a 6, but we chose Zacharias Wilson. Broncos are starting to figure it out. I almost did. Broncos are starting to figure it out. Russell Wilson's looking somewhat closer to what he used to be. Not very much, but close enough. Vikings are still in playoff contention. Broncos 500. Shout out to that decent game.
Nice.
Football.
Monday Night Football. Obviously, Chris, for you, me, and the boys. Go Birds.
Go Birds. Bird game.
Also, Jalen Carter trying to intercept the spike was fucking hilarious.
I dove on the ground.
Watching that live, I was really fucking confused what he was trying to do.
Yeah, who dropped like 3 balls yesterday? Was it Scanling?
Valdez, Scanling, and Justin Watson both dropped at least 2 apiece.
Yeah, couldn't stay on his feet for
It
any.
was like watching
any
Bruce
passes that
from the
went towards
longest
his way.
yard.
Yeah,
Like he said popcorn.
yeah, it was atrocious. It's so funny. I saw a stat: the Chiefs are like last in the league in points scored in the second half, and they have 2 losses or 3.
They're first
2
in the
losses.
league with drop passes too. 26.
That's
They're
crazy.
averaging 5 points a game in the second half all year.
That's
crazy
insane to me.
That used to be us, Jared. We had bum wide receivers couldn't catch the ball.
See, Chiefs fans, it's not easy to win with a bunch of no-name receivers unless you have Tom Brady at quarterback.
Kevin, you can
you
ask
have
my
a top
parents
5
this last
defense.
night. I said something I never thought I'd say yesterday. Watching Mahomes bitch to referees makes me miss Tom Brady.
Ew.
I mean, like Chris Hogan, Brandon LaFell, Danny Amendola anywhere else but the Patriots was not that great.
Edelman.
But I'm talking about like shit, like bottom of the barrel. Like I just like
Oh,
you
shit.
gave this guy Michael Humunawanui or however the fuck you say it, and this guy just makes everybody look like Pro Bowlers. So it's just there's never going to be another Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes will not come close.
I
I
agree.
don't want to be another Tom Brady, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't want.
It's a lot of
any
fun to
more.
watch him outside of Tampa. That
I've
was a lot
never
of fun.
been so bored watching honestly, I was more excited watching Tom Brady play with Tampa than I ever was watching Tom Brady play with New England because he was the simplest, and there's nothing wrong with this when it comes to grand scheme of things, he's iconically the best game manager to ever play the game, which means he's the best quarterback to ever play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also the most boring quarterback I've ever watched for a majority of his career.
Yeah,
Because
I hated watching him throw 50 touchdowns. That was just terrible. So boring.
Outside of the Randy Moss era, the guy didn't average more than 12 yards a pass. And so, I mean, we're talking about this guy's throwing
Check downs in football games.
in New England. And again, I'm not saying there's a problem with it. I'm just saying from a fan standpoint, watching a game as a neutral standpoint makes me really fucking bored.
I mean, yeah, it's last night watching that game was just odd. But then, so listen, it could be worse, guys. It could be worse than being that right now. You could be a Chargers fan where you have a Hall of Fame quarterback, or I'm sorry, Hall of Fame talent quarterback. Like the kid's got a ridiculously high ceiling. I'm not saying he's going to be Hall of Fame. I'm not even saying he's going to be freaking like a multi-time All-Pro or anything. I'm saying he's got the talent for it. And you have the doofus of all doofuses as a coach. That being said, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see Brandon Staley's quote. You can stop asking that question. I'm going to be calling the defenses so we're clear, so you don't have to ask that again. So, for context, Brandon Staley's defensive play calling has been called into question, obviously, the entire fucking season. The last season before that. Hell, I remember McAfee and the boys giving him shit for it in 2021. So, that being said, we're on year 3 of this now. We're going to start off with a quick little over-under. We're going to go around the table. Boys, how many more weeks do you think Brandon Staley lasts in a Charger, on the Chargers sideline? I'm setting the line at 4 weeks.
I'm taking wise man to my, I think it's my right. Once said, life's too short to take the under, so take the over. I think he makes it through the season, but if they're going to let him go, I think it's after the season's over.
All right.
Also, to chime into your point real quickly, I'm pretty sure the Chargers have the second highest payroll when it comes to the defensive side of the football, and they're just shit. I think I just took DJ's point.
No, I was agreeing. They actually have the first highest payroll on the defensive end. It's ridiculous.
Well, no, that makes sense. Mac, Derwin James, Joey Bosa. I'm missing somebody.
J.C. Jackson was on that
There
payroll.
it is. Oh, yeah, they're still paying that fucking contract. Yeah, Bill's a fucking genius.
Maybe.
Senile genius.
In his moments of lucidity, yes. However, the neurodegenerative brain disorders are starting to take hold.
Jamie Collins, the Chargers. I love it.
Did you see it? I was going to say, did you see Bill do the walk of shame outside of some chick's apartment?
That was way more Bill Belichick than I ever wanted to see in my life.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life out of a coach. Walk of shame out of some chick's apartment.
Did you not see any of Cliff Kingsbury's house in Arizona? That's the coolest thing I've ever seen from a coach.
Yeah, no, his house in Arizona is fucking incredible.
What about the year the dog drafted for them? That was pretty cool.
Same year you got to see Cliff Kingsbury's house.
Rough picks.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, yeah.
All right. Kels, over. D, did you give me an over-under on this one?
I'm going to say as soon as they get eliminated from playoff contention. So we'll go with 3 games.
Okay, so you're going to take the under. Nice.
I think it'll be officially 3 games. Yeah, so we'll go.
All right. Kels, over-under 4 games for Brandon Staley.
Yeah, you made it this far. You're gonna make it through the rest of the regular season.
All right,
I mean, I don't see it being a situation where I don't know if he makes it to the end of the season, but I feel like maybe they let him go in the playoffs when they're eliminated. But yeah, it's like he's gonna make it through the rest of the regular season.
All right, fair enough. Kev,
I'm gonna go 8 more games.
So
And for those thinking, Kevin, there's 7 games left. They're gonna fire him after week 1. No. The Chargers schedule, I think they can easily go 5-2 the rest of the way. 9-8, I think, in the AFC this year are decent enough to get you into the playoffs. I think they will make it to the wild card round and lose in embarrassing fashion, whether it be a late game fuck up by someone or just blown out, and then they're gonna fire him.
all right. So the problem is they take on the Ravens next week. That's a loss.
If Lamar is still banged up and Mark Andrews is, I don't know if that's
No Mark Andrews, but Lamar. I think Lamar should be good to go. It's not. It's not a. It's a West Coast night game, so it's going to be. I don't know how the body will adjust to that one. All I'm saying is though, I give the Ravens that one. Then week 13, you got the Patriots. There's a win.
Okay, I would like to put an asterisk on that. If they lose week 13, he's fired. He's left on the tarmac, a la Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, if he loses,
He's
the fucking
there.
Patriots. Let's go over. Just go home.
Where are they playing? Yeah, they're playing in Foxborough. They're gonna leave him in the cold New England air.
They're gonna
at
call
Logan.
Kevin to give him a ride.
Yeah.
I love Rex Ryan's quote. He needs to go back to D3 where he belongs. I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm going to take the under as well because I think he actually may lose to the Patriots. I don't know, like Foxborough, nasty weather. He's definitely losing. Oh my God, foot cramp. Holy fuck. Ow. He's definitely going to lose to the Ravens. I honestly am putting money on. You can take one of my 6-pack bets there. But I will say, though, they do have an easier schedule. They're not making the playoffs because I think honestly they're not gonna have a better record than the Texans, which I never thought I'd actually say that. The Raiders honestly have an easier schedule going forward. It depends on what Aiden O'Connell you get every week, obviously, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be 2-3 games. I think closer to what DJ's saying, where it's gonna be like the second they get knocked so far out of playoff contention, it's gonna take a miracle. Unless they get fucking smoked by some team, like Lamar drops 50 on Sunday, and then just book it, call it a day.
I think it all depends on you have no Joe Burrow for the rest of the year. The Steelers are kind of coming back down to reality. You got no Deshaun Watson for the rest of the year. I think it all depends on if the Bills figure it out or not. I know it's just this one game, but I mean, if Josh Allen can look somewhat remotely close to Brian Dable kind of Josh Allen, I think the Bills could probably swoop in for one of those. But I think if this was just a one fluke game and they don't figure it out after here, I think the Chargers can sneak into the 7th seed.
The AFC is so fucking weird this year.
Yeah, what a great year to capitalize, right?
Yeah, you could be the Jets and try to hold your own with Zach Wilson, right? Chris, over under 4 games.
I'm gonna take the over. A little bit what Kelsey was saying. I can see them him playing the rest of the season and then just letting him go at this point. You're already at week 12, so you got another 4 or 5 weeks. Maybe they barely miss the playoffs. They make the first round. Probably gonna lose. So I don't see him lasting long after that.
Fair. All right, we're gonna switch gears a little before we hit the 6-pack or the 9-pack this time. We're going to talk about college football, Kevin and Kelsey's bread and butter. Jordan Travis is officially done at Florida State. His college career is officially over. He announced on Instagram, I believe, yesterday. As much as I used to shit on him and yell at him about everything, he was a good quarterback. He was fun to watch. I guess this is him declaring for the draft. Who knows?
Fuck up ankle, I guess.
That was horrifying what I saw.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish that on my fucking enemies.
Yeah.
Honestly, a healthy Jordan Travis, 5th round pick, 4th. He's like what, the 6th best quarterback in this draft class?
Which means he's the 3rd rounder.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know what? That is true. Somebody's gonna overdraft the fuck out of him.
Like, let's be honest. We're going to see 4 quarterbacks go in the 1st round this year.
We're going to see 4 quarterbacks go in the top 10.
No, that's not going to happen. Not unless somebody trades up to get him. But
that's my thinking because we see it every year. Somebody overreaches for a quarterback and goes and gets one.
The big reason is the Titans. Caleb early.
Titans are going to stick with Levis for a year. They're not going to.
I don't know. Why not take a 3rd quarterback 3 years in a row?
They're projected.
What are they? The Cardinals?
I'm not. I haven't seen anything to trust Will Levis for next year.
I think outside of like you go down the list here, it's you obviously have Caleb, you have Bo Nix, you have Michael Penix, and then
Drake May.
Yeah, you got Drake May. So those 4 obviously.
Daniels.
Daniels. He might stay for another year. He still has that extra year of eligibility.
He's that
McCarthy.
COVID. I forgot about that.
I hope
JJ McCarthy maybe.
Yeah,
Okay. Can somebody explain to me JJ McCarthy? Because I've watched his tape now 3 times.
You're not
I
missing
spent
anything.
an hour on Sunday trying to watch film on him. I don't get where the first round pick grade is.
He's big, athletic,
Yeah.
has a strong arm. Things that NFL scouts get a nut over. And then you
Played
throw
for a school with a giant M.
basically Herbert.
Well, yeah, Kelsey hit it on the head. I mean,
Well,
listen.
don't
I
you go
mean,
through the same conversation as Herbert now. You watch your mouth with that.
It's like Sam Hartman to a lot of degrees. I think Sam Hartman will be okay in the NFL. I just don't think he's going to be as good as people are
I'm
making
watching
him
him
out
on
to be.
tape. I'm not seeing anything that I'm like, oh yes, that's a quarterback right there. Well, I'm going to spend a first rounder. Yeah, Will Levis had a big fucking arm, but he also put mayonnaise in his coffee and bit off banana peels. Yeah, but he's a second round guy. He looked like a second round guy. JJ McCarthy to me looks like a second round quarterback, but every mock draft I see has been like 15 or 10. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know what mocks you're looking at. I have not seen him at 10.
He's been like, if there's a 10th round in the draft, maybe, but not in the 10th. Not in the first round at all. I mean, look, he maybe looks like a second round running back, but he's not a second round quarterback. Watch the dude throw 10 passes. He's gonna miss 6.
Well, that was my point. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting pissed off at the wrong like fan one I saw. I don't fucking know. I see so many mock drafts during the week because I'm in all those groups for that shit. I think I'm starting to skip PTSD from looking at stuff. I swear. I still contest that Drake May is the best quarterback in this draft class, but I will probably die on that hill.
I'm looking at the mock draft right now. The top 3 they got is Caleb going 1 to Chicago, Drake May going 2 to New York, and New England taking JJ McCarthy at 3.
I will kill myself.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I will legitimately take a fucking nosedive onto the pavement outside of my apartment.
You know who'd be the best quarterback for New England? In all honesty,
Michael
I'm not
Penix.
even like picking on New England here, but yeah, Michael Penix. Yeah,
That's what I thought. Michael Penix would be a great fit.
That him and throwing out routes are just a match made in heaven.
Also, like they've got guys who just are like good on short intermediate routes. They don't need to beat people. Also, they can go get another receiver.
No, what we need, if we're gonna take a quarterback, fucking take Blake Corum. Run a Wildcat. No quarterback will develop and be a successful NFL quarterback in this system. I don't care if we take fucking prime Tom Brady, if we trade for Patrick Mahomes, they will suck in this system.
Right,
There's
so, Kev,
no offensive line, no receivers, a marginally acceptable running back room.
So, Kev, I'll ask you this then. Bill coaches next year for you guys, or is he done?
He's going to be a commander.
I hope.
I think he coaches for the Chargers next year. That's my bold prediction.
No.
Oh,
Hold on. Are we saying Bill is not going to be? No,
I think Bill.
Are we saying Bill is coaching for another team that's not the Patriots in the NFL?
Yes. Mike Lombardi's already talked about it multiple times on like multiple shows. He's like people he knows. He's actually got New England connections. I'm not saying Lombardi's the smartest human being in the planet because this idiot. I always pick against him every week because he's on McAfee on Fridays and I always win, or I'm shooting like 80%, I think, against his picks. Either way,
what does Bill have to prove to anybody?
well, no, the thing is, like, he wants that fucking record. He wants
to break Shula's record. He fucking hates Shula. He will coach until he's 90 to beat Shula's record.
That's fair. I didn't think about the Shula record.
I'm like, because I was in the same boat as you, Kels. I thought about, I'm like, okay, he's actually in striking distance. He goes to the Chargers with Justin Herbert and that defensive personnel. Let's Kellen Moore call the offense. Oh, he's fucking good. He's winning 14. He's winning 12 games a year, and he's good.
How far is he from the record?
Like
I think it's like 60 games, 50 less.
I think
he's 16 off.
16.
Okay, yeah, no. So like literally a season and a half coaching in Los Angeles.
Yeah, no, I've had this conversation with people, and I'm like, yeah, if he stays in New England, that's going to take 4 or 5 years. And like, no, Kevin, they're not going to be that bad for that. No, they will be. He can't make personnel decisions anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
He should be fired as GM, but stay as the coach. Honestly,
he won't.
That's why he'll be gone probably.
If Kraft says you're not GM anymore, he'll go, all right, I'm not your coach anymore then.
Oh, he wants all the power, so he's like Thanos.
Well, no, that's how he's always been good, though. That's how he's always been successful. It's just like Nick Saban. You give them the range and you let them build their program or build their organization the way they need to be successful, and that's exactly how it should be in a lot of ways. there's just not always a lot of not a lot of coaches that are smart enough to be a GM and head coach. And as Kev has just pointed out, it does wane in your ability to make personnel decisions wisely because the game changes and your mentality doesn't necessarily change quickly enough for it.
Yep, there it is. All right.
He could come home and spend a couple days with us and break his record from 23 years ago and leave again.
You ready to call it with Bob?
Oh my God. Give me fucking you know what? This is the price you pay when you bring in Rodgers because Rodgers holds the power.
Hear me out.
So you could blow it up.
All right.
and he
Kelsey's
can
got
run
one more
out.
conspiracy theory, then we got to hit the 6-pack.
Well,
Ooh,
that's a two-part conspiracy theory, okay? So
Ooh.
there is one
You host?
alternative in which he ends up the Las Vegas Raiders coach.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
With Brady as the owner, I don't know if he's going to do that.
Alternatively, a make all things great again in a stadium in which he loves to win in, and just so happens to have one of the worst head coaches, despite somehow being second in their division, with a $230 million quarterback pretty well locked up, and one of the best defenses to ever play in the NFL in Cleveland. I don't think it happens.
Well, he does have
But-
experience being co-workers with perverts, so I guess, keep it going.
Yeah. I mean, as far as going somewhere that he can win immediately with a great defense that he doesn't have to make a whole bunch of pieces to, that's there. All he has to do is get an OC that's decent, and you have a pretty well built team.
They're set, man. They have Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Calm down.
I was gonna
Well,
say no.
This is
No.
coward.
If Bill goes to Cleveland, DTR Super Bowl MVP, book it. And you're gonna say
Exactly.
no, Kevin. Deshaun
Okay.
has the most guaranteed money in NFL history. Drew Bledsoe had the biggest contract they ever gave to a player at the time,
That's actually true.
and they still fucking put in Tommy B.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
more
Bill
rub
don't give a
downs.
fuck
Nothing.
about
Thomas
your
Edison
salary cap.
Brady.
He's here
No.
for dubs and dubs only.
DTR.
Damn right.
I can
All
see
right.
it. I honestly could. Or I could see them, if he does end up with Cleveland, taking a quarterback in that first round, or second round. I could see him taking that sneaky pick there in the second round and
I'm
getting
still
somebody
saying
who's
Bill
over
to
it.
the Chargers makes way too much sense.
No, it doesn't. Get out of here.
I think Bill to the Commanders makes a lot of sense. Now that
Oh,
Sam
man,
Howell
I'm
looks
saying.
like now that he
I would
looks like
hate
a franchise quarterback.
That's your enemy's job if they're smart.
Yeah, if they're smart.
Yeah.
Or
John
hey,
Harbaugh to the
Bill
Bears.
Takes over as coach of the Commanders and lets Bieniemy run the offense, and then sets him as head coach in waiting. Bieniemy just
Yeah, that worked really well for McDoofus.
Well, he wasn't a head coach in New England. He left. That was his mistake.
He left twice, came back twice. and
we
he's been
know
shit
Bieniemy
twice.
as an OC though.
Oh, Kev, has he
He's
touched
never
ground
really-
since you're a resident of that general area? Has McDoofus touched down in New England yet, or is this still under wraps?
I don't know. I quit my job. I'm sitting outside of Logan every day with binoculars to see. No eyes on Jimmy McD yet. I don't know why I called him
with
Jimmy.
a second
but-
pair of eyes in Tuscaloosa, I imagine. Waiting on him to touch down in Tuscaloosa as the next recovery project for Nick Saban's offensive coordinator position.
Actually,
Nick Saban school for coaches who can't coach good. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's a feeding school into the New England Patriots, if we're being honest.
All graduates get Aflac jackets.
Ayo.
All graduates get another head coaching job somewhere.
Exactly. Shout Mario Cristobal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for everyone's favorite part of our Thanksgiving show. The time to actually eat the most of this, actually. It's time for our holiday 9-pack presented, if this ever actually loads up, by the amazing people at Camps.com. Once again, promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off. Check them out on our Instagram and everything else. We tag them and everything for Belly Up. First game, it is a Thanksgiving tradition like no other. The Detroit Lions are the first football we see on that Thursday, but this is not the same old Lions. I'm going with the Lions here. Give me MCDC biting fucking kneecaps. I remember last year, I was waiting till the end. They gave the Bills a fucking ride. Give me the Lions here. They might actually cover the spread. I think last week they were kind of a little like in their own and smelling their own shit a little bit, and the Bears kind of caught them off guard. I don't think they're going to make that mistake. They owe the Packers a lot of payback points for the Rodgers year. So, give me Lions and to cover.
Lions covering
Yeah,
the first quarter. Where they're gonna no AJ Dillon, possibly no Aaron Jones. Good luck. Lions are rolling. Lions covering the first quarter. Sorry,
Yeah, that's. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It was this way. DJ's right. Yeah, it's going to be an ugly game. David Montgomery might have 3 touchdowns again. Amon-Ra St. Brown might have 2 touchdowns himself. Jahmyr Gibbs might have 100+ yards and a touchdown. I mean, this is just sign up for your fantasy team if they're a Lion.
Yeah, he's like, no, stop.
Like you had me for the first 2.
Sam Laporta is going to go off. Now, here's the thing, though. Yeah, so this is why this one's a little tough at the same time is the passing game for the Packers is actually pretty competitive. They're the only team in the league to have 3 rookie receivers over 200 yards in receptions for the year. And so that's, I mean, yes, it's not much, but you add Luke Musgrave in there. There is a weapon there, but it's not enough to beat the Lions. And Lions are gonna pretty well take this one, in my opinion. Easily cover the spread.
Fair. Kevin.
I mean, I'm taking the Lions. I have not watched as much NFL football this year because it fucking hurts. It's painful. But yeah, Lions.
Intern. Non-intern.
Ooh,
Have me
promoted.
there. Promoted.
2.5% raise.
Fuck yeah.
The
Well, technically, his
NFL, known as an
internship
intern.
ends in about 3 weeks, but I promoted him prematurely.
Yeah.
The intern whose
Yeah.
formal title is no longer an intern.
It's a phenomenal gift. I'm taking
neat.
D-Town. It's Thanksgiving's their day. They're gonna beat up on the Packers. Jarrett, you said it. Getting their ass kicked by Rodgers for over 10 years. Payback's due. I'm taking the Lions.
All right. Maddie, round us off.
Ooh, Thanksgiving football where it's actually fun to watch the Lions. I'm going to take Daniel Allen Campbell and the Detroit Lions to win this game. I think they'll definitely cover. I think they could win comfortably. They could probably do this with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs alone.
This one I'll give a different connotation because I was talking. I have a client of mine. He's out of Tyler, Texas. Shout out to my boy Steven. I was chatting back and forth with him. He's a Cowboys fan, and I said your boy's gonna cover on Sunday. He goes, I don't know. So that being said, we're gonna stick to my boy from Tyler, Texas' thing here. So take your picks, obviously, for Chris's for our graphics. But if you pick the Cowboys, are they going to cover? I will start it off. I am taking the Dallas Cowboys, but I don't think they're covering. I think this game is going to come down to one last field goal. Every time these two teams play on Thanksgiving, it is always down to the fucking nails. Every time. It doesn't matter how big the spread is. I remember the year Des Bryant had like 14 fucking touchdowns. I think Romo was still doing it big. I think it was 14. And the Commies still found a way to make this game close or beat the Cowboys every time. So give me the Commies to cover, Cowboys to win. This line's too big. Deej.
I hate this game because the commies do nothing but cause me pain, like most of my fantasy team when Samuel throws 3 picks directly in front, 30 feet in front of my face and costs me a week in fantasy. But that's neither here nor there. I do think they will find a way to cover, although it's tough because the Cowboys really do a good job of covering these against trash cans. I just don't know how trash can the commies are. So I'm going to say they only lose by 10, so technically they find a way to cover.
All right, Kels.
Cowboys win, but Commanders are definitely gonna cover. It's gonna be if this line fluctuates by a point, I change my answer, and the Cowboys will cover. And by fluctuate, I mean drops by a point. If it's a 9.5 point game, I change my answer. But I think this is gonna end up exactly 10 points, and it's gonna be every bettor's nightmare.
That sounds pretty accurate. Kev.
It's a sad day when good old-fashioned Americans don't win on the most American holiday. That is Thanksgiving. But the commies are going to get revenge on John Wayne for what he did to Dalton Trumbo. And the commies are going to come out on top on Thanksgiving.
I'm so confused by what you just said.
Yeah, I'm really confused too.
Dalton Trumbo was a
Wouldn't the
director.
Commanders technically be the real Americans?
They're the commies, though.
But they're in
read the
DC.
little banner. Yeah,
Which
but
is
they're
the
the
home
commies
of
in DC.
Americans.
The commies are taking over DC. You got Washington's football team. You got Joe Biden. Commies are taking over.
We don't tell people those things.
I love it. All right. Okay. Intern, non-intern.
Fuck,
Intern
twice.
for a week.
Why don't we just call him his name? How about that?
Chris, I know. I'm just.
Yeah,
I did
no,
that
that's
one time to
nice.
fuck with him. That's the problem. But I didn't think he was
Oh.
gonna start cursing.
I was stumped. I'm taking the Cowboys. I do think the Commanders cover though. This line's just too big. Also, it also feels like a trap. So Kelsey may have a point there. I can't believe I'm agreeing with them this week, but taking those boys. They're at home, so I'm gonna roll with them.
It's a trap. All right.
Does
know,
us
you're-
picking the spread
you're-
affect
you're-
the
you're
six pack,
unique.
or are we just?
Oh no, you pick your game, but the spread's kind of just like a little nice little prop bet.
Well,
Yeah.
the commies will try and get this done in honor of Mao, but they're not going to get it done. So I'm going to take the Cowboys in this one.
Oh.
General Mao ain't coming bow to the dead to get the win for them.
All right. And
Too
the
much.
last one, a team that is officially dead to me because they've killed 3 of my parlays this year. They are for now known as the Sea Chickens until the end of the season. I love you, Gino. You didn't do me wrong, but fucking Jason Myers, you can go jump head first on the concrete. I didn't say from what height. I'm not encouraging anything bad. I'm just saying, like, from
All of it's
about
nice.
6 inches
Yeah,
up.
corner
head-
booth is not responsible for any bodily
Just headbutt
injuries.
some concrete, okay? Just nothing like.
No, that's not a good thing either. Headbutt concrete. There is no way you make this right. You managed to make it
They
worse.
do it in curve.
If you witness somebody headbutting concrete or trying to dive headfirst into concrete, please call 911. Or if you're in another country, please call your emergency services
Unless
number.
you're in the city of Seattle, I think your kicker needs to get a head exam.
Those analysts here on the board are not responsible for any actions in which Jared talks about.
Turn around.
There's
don't-
definitely people out there that headbutt cinder blocks. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, they're called Owen Schmidt, and where is he now? Nobody knows.
Well, you might know.
Yeah.
He's with Hoffa.
Jesus. All right.
Which you started.
Did I pick? Niners.
No.
No, nobody's picked yet. I'm going with the fucking Niners. As much as I hate picking these whiny little weenies, the Sea Chickens just look shot in the dark, and also Gino's elbow is probably going to be still inflated like a balloon. Yeah, give me the Niners to cover. Niners probably don't cover, but they're going to win.
Niners, and they'll cover, especially if Gino and K9 are both out. Good luck. So we're going to go with the 49ers, and they'll cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm going Sea Chickens.
Whoa.
True lock season?
Yeah.
Why
True
not?
Lock Noah Fant reunion.
It's all in the hips.
Jared, quick question for you. Those parlays that the Seahawks killed, were those consecutive? Like, has it been 3 weeks now in a
No,
row?
one was week 3 and one was last week.
Okay, so that's 2.
And then
The third one was-
one was the time that I picked them to upset the Ravens, but that was my fault.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Oh no, and they also beat the Lions to kill my parlay in week 2.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the trend here, and I'm going to take the Sea Chickens.
Name's Chris.
Expected.
Seahawks are back.
Nah.
All right.
Chris,
I'm taking the Niners. Gino's on a short week. Elbow could be still messed up, so I'm rolling with the Niners.
All right, Maddie, roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take the Niners on this one. I'm taking the favorites on these 3 games.
Fair enough. Which means one of them is probably going to lose this weekend.
Nah, never.
hopefully it's the Niners.
Let's be honest. It's probably the Cowboys. All right.
Let's be honest, you're probably right.
Oh boy.
Why is it still
Oh.
Oh, throwback.
Oh,
All right. We're going to college.
Taking the Ravens. Oh,
almost.
Old school. No, not Sea Chicken. Stop it. All right. Civil War time. Shout out to Kev for showing me the greatest AI art I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it's beautiful. I
Post
love
in
it.
Kev, post in the group chat. Make sure the boys know. All right. DJU, because I've never been able to pronounce his name correctly, so I'm not trying to offend nobody. Versus Bo Nix, his bad fatherhood skills, and the Oregon Ducks. I'm excited. Matt, you're picking first because I know you're going to hate yourself either way how you pick this game.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna entrust Bo Nix doesn't screw me again, but we're gonna take Oregon over Oregon State. DJ Ungalungalele. I didn't say that right. Yes, and him and Michael Unawananui are gonna be best friends, but I'm gonna take Oregon.
How do
I
you
also
get?
said that wrong.
How do you get Humanu blah 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 right? But you can't
Unawananui.
yeah, you can't get
Yeah.
DJ's name right.
I feel like I'm on like a test pilot for Ace Ventura.
It's the
right now.
U's. It's too much.
All right,
It's the
Chris,
I.
The O's are fine. Ooh.
Chris, go. Oh my God.
I'm gonna take Oregon as well. Yeah, I don't really have much, but I'm gonna take the O's.
All right, Kev.
These out of conference games are always tough because Oregon State is one of the 2 remaining Pac-12 schools, and Oregon ain't fucking one of them. Oregon has 0 ranked wins this year.
That is true.
So give me the Beavs,
Bees.
and not because I need more higher ranked teams to lose so Alabama can be in the playoffs.
There's not an ulterior
unrelated.
motive here.
Unrelated.
Backdoor their way back into the playoffs again.
Hey, worked in 2018.
I don't want to talk about that year. All right, Kels.
Does anybody know what this is? Is this at Eugene or at?
It's in Eugene.
Oh.
Eugene.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
got to go
What a guy.
over the river and through the woods to Autzen Stadium. We go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if this is in Corvallis and Research Stadium, I think this is a Beavs game. But you go to Eugene, that's a different environment, man. That place is weird. Weird things happen in Eugene, especially at night. And especially since both of these teams are top tier Nike schools as far as getting fancy jerseys. So expect some sick jerseys and well, we're going to at least see one motorcycle on the field and some crazy duck shenanigans and some crazy beaver shenanigans in this. But yeah, I'm going to go Oregon with this one. I have no rhyme or reason other than the fact that it's in Autzen Stadium. Yeah.
All right, Deej.
Oregon wins, but Oregon State covers. I think it's weirdly close. I think Oregon will find a way to pull it off late. I think Oregon Bo Nix is a different animal. They'll find a way to win the game, but I think it'll be very, very close.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not Matt or Dazzo, so picking Bo Nix doesn't scare me. I wanted to pick Oregon State all week, and I'm just sitting there looking at the game card this morning. And I'm like, I can't do it. It's gonna really come down to who makes the playoff between Oregon and Washington next week in the Pac-12. Wait, is this still North versus South Pac-12 championship or no? I can't remember. Okay, so Washington advances, and
No, they're getting rid of they got rid of divisions.
Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So we'll be Oregon, Washington. Thank God. Matt, should we get together for that game again too?
Or that'll be a good one. Oregon,
Oh, yeah.
Washington.
Oh, Mr. McCarthy.
Can you
did
make your
that.
pick, sir?
All right, I'm picking the fucking Ducks. Fuck off, Kelsey.
Bo Nix get a job.
Agreed.
I feel you, Mr. McCarthy. I feel you.
By the way, I will say this is probably gonna be the lowest scoring game we've seen all season from Oregon.
Yeah.
Probably like a 20-point game, maybe 17-point game. So I think to DJ's point, it's probably gonna be a Oregon State like covering.
Before you said from Oregon, I was like, Kelsey, Iowa football exists.
Oh yeah,
I was
no,
very
no,
confused.
my bad. I am.
Then
not
you
talking
added
about total
for
approximation.
Oregon.
Nebraska still is out there as well. I don't even want to get started about them. Auburn is out there as well. So let's not even get started. Or the New Mexico Bowl, and that's a whole shit show in itself because we all know New Mexico State's going to win that game. God, I hope so.
Oh, it's gonna be so funny if they lose.
All right.
It would lose to a 3 fucking win team. 3-win
So
team.
now we go to even. This one's gonna be fun. 2 versus 3 at the Big House. Binoculars versus the Big Ten in their pocket. This is gonna be fun. I cannot wait. Both schools annoy the hell out of me. Every year, it's still just so much fun to watch. I just root for the fucking chaos at this point. I spelled it wrong, didn't I?
No. Hang on. I'm taking over producer.
No,
mode for a second.
Mr. McCarthy.
It's a quarter zip.
I thought it was a robe.
Oh, I thought it was a robe. Yeah, I thought it was a bathrobe.
I did not think it was a robe. I thought it was something funky though.
Kevin has probably
was
done
respecting
about
the comfort.
150 episodes with me. Kevin wearing a bathrobe on the show would not even surprise me in the slightest.
I respected the
Probably
comfiness.
wouldn't be the weirdest thing that I've ever worn on the show.
I'm gonna go with
Top 10 list from Kevin of what he's worn on the show before. Next year's
yeah.
anniversary.
You know what? Next time we have an intern, oh my God, Chris, this is what your first job when we got our next intern is going to be. Just tell him to go through our old episodes and rank the top 10 weirdest things Kevin's worn on the show.
Andy, how many credited hours? Yeah, go through every show in history and find out what I'm looking for.
Kevin
right
did every single live show up until last year, and then he did about maybe 120 of the recorded episodes. So yeah, we're looking at least about a solid 250 hours of content.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually get it.
Just the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, like literally the first three. I mean, listen, there was one time where he literally broke out a record player because he's so fucking hammered by the end of the show. But then again, I was too, and so was Shannon. That was a good show.
I do not remember that.
I just want to.
I know.
I want to know. Did Kevin go through wardrobe changes like Taylor Swift?
I think I did a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
I think I did leave and then come back in a different outfit.
We need a replay.
We'll go back.
I need a Kevin wardrobe change every time he appears on the show.
Listen, there was. I think there was a show back when I had like stupid long hair. I think my hairstyle changed 4 times in an episode.
Notice how much we care about this game between number 2 versus 3. We'd rather talk about Kevin's wardrobe changes.
Well, here's the thing. They're going to beat the piss out of each other. We hate both teams. Like, what do you want me to tell you? I guess I'm taking Michigan. I mean, I don't know. DJ, throw a flag. I'm done.
Challenging the hair change 4 times in a show, first of all, so we'll get that out of the way.
I actually did do that. Ponytail, man bun, long down, and then tucked in a hat.
Okay, well, I'm taking back the challenge flag and now throwing the yellow flag for the fact that you said man bun, so we're going to get that out.
You still lose a timeout, though.
That's okay. I don't need the timeout because he's getting ejected for that one, targeting, whatever we need to call on him on that one. I'll take OSU. I think they win. I think they cover.
Yeah.
All right. Kels.
I'm going to take Michigan. Spite is a beautiful thing. And by the way, how does everybody continue to miss the fact that Ohio State, the week after the Michigan cheating scandal broke, self-reported themselves, along with Maryland and 2 other Big Ten schools, for also having access to Michigan's hand signs and also sharing them in a text message stream. How does everybody miss this story? This has literally been a story for over a month now.
Because people hate John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh.
I also hate khakis and cleats too, but that's not the point.
It's because Michigan
leave Pete Carroll alone.
Yeah.
If Ohio State was winning the Big Ten the last couple of years, people would be latching onto that story more. But because Michigan, and also because Michigan sucked before this allegedly started.
Yeah.
So
they're trying to find a correlation. They're like, there's no way they can beat Ohio State straightly. They have to be cheating.
I just want to see what the intern head coach will do when he beats Ohio State, because he already was too excited to beat Michigan State or whoever that was.
A great man who's on the show right now, Ryan Day, is the most overrated coach Ohio State's ever had.
Nobody cares about Ryan Day. Ryan Day,
exactly. He's terrible. He literally is taking
17
advantage
plays.
of Jim Harbaugh's recruiting.
17 plays, 7 formation.
Yeah, no. I last year when they smoked them, that game was just fugly. And then 2021, I think it was Hutchinson sack clutched it.
Bill O'Brien coaching the defense could handle Ohio State's offensive play calling.
It looks like Matt Canada's coaching.
Bill O'Brien could handle this.
Oh, by the way, breaking news, you guys didn't hear. Matt Canada got fired.
We're skipping that. Nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody cares. The Steelers.
I'm taking Michigan.
Okay.
Ryan Day can't win a big game, and also he got insanely rattled by what a 93-year-old stroke victim had to say about his program. I can only imagine how terrified he is of what he's about to fucking see in Michigan. Like, he's focused all week on Korner Stallions and Jim Harbaugh. He is not prepared at all for this fucking game.
He's probably got like security guards roaming the fucking stadium looking for Korner Stallions. Oh my god.
Damn, I need to go down to Columbus. I need to just like mess with the guy.
Oh my god.
Just say
I like
something
Brown.
mean
We
about his
forgot
program.
about the Notre Dame Ohio State game for a minute.
Like I'll just go down there for
Kevin,
4 hours and be like, Lou Holtz was here, and just walk away.
Also, like we also talk about the fact that like dummy Lou Holtz was like there as well, and this was just a whole weird ass like fucking connection between those two teams. I love it. Yeah, no, Kev, I'm completely the same boat as you. Mr. Chris.
I'm taking Michigan. I'm going with you guys.
All right, Maddie. I feel like there's an Ohio State pick coming.
No, I'm going to take Michigan as well. I think they can. I think they upset them at home. This isn't an upset though, right?
No,
it's not a big enough spread. All right, that doesn't affect my position.
It'll be
my,
a point,
pick.
they'd be less than a point favorite dogs. So no. All right.
Yeah, take Michigan.
All right. Finally, this game I kind of had to struggle with to find the last one. Kentucky Louisville.
You literally could have done the Iron Bowl.
I know. What the hell is wrong with you?
You have me and Kelsey
So you
on.
guys dropped 50 on them? Jesus Christ!
Okay, hold on.
Whoa!
Historically,
No.
historically speaking, this is the one chance Auburn has to ever beat Alabama when they're unranked and a not top 10 team. When Auburn is top 10 ranked, they can actually compete with Alabama, who's a top 25 team. But unless Auburn is like shit, they have no chance of beating Alabama in the Iron Bowl when Alabama's a top 10 team.
Even if they're shit, spooky shit happens at Jordan Hare. It's built on a fucking
Scary.
Indian burial
It is
ground.
actually built on an
Like,
Indian burial ground.
It's
They
fucking.
moved it.
I was shitting my pants when they were losing to New Mexico State this week. So I'm like, God fucking damn it! Now some weird shit's gonna happen next week. We're gonna have to go to quadruple overtime to try and beat this shit team.
All right, fine. You really want the Iron Bowl as our last one of this fucking?
Oh
parlay?
yeah.
Yes.
We want the Iron Bowl.
I fucking hate you guys.
You hate us. We strongly dislike you sometimes.
Oh, and you had it ready. You had it ready.
Mother.
Oh,
No, I didn't have it right. I have to rewrite everything. My computer's just glitching out right now.
You're welcome, my people.
All right, fine. We're picking the Iron Bowl. Let's let the two like Alabama boys go at it.
Kev, I'll let you
Oh,
have the floor. You have the
I'm a
rain.
Ranger.
All right. First off, I just want to go out and say, fuck them trees.
Mm.
Have to get that out of the way, obviously.
You just
Yeah,
started
fucking with
with it off the rip, I guess.
Rip in peace to the GOAT, Harvey Updike. Almost poisons the water table of southeastern Alabama, I think it was. The whole
The
thing.
entire eastern board of Alabama.
Yeah, the entire part of that state. for
And
what he did to
western part
those
of
trees.
Georgia.
Yeah, you gotta love the commitment to a school you didn't even fucking attend. But I still think Alabama wins this game. Tommy Rees has figured it out as the season's gone on. Kevin Steele has been shown to be a great offense or defensive coordinator. Excuse me. However, Auburn is coming off an embarrassing loss to an SEC coach, or with an SEC coach at the helm in Hugh Freeze. And it's going to be a shit show. I'm going to hate every fucking second of it. And I'm going to watch every fucking second of it in order to be with my girlfriends so I can't get fucking hammered. And it's going to be painful. Alabama's going to win by like 2 in triple overtime because Auburn's not going to get the 2-point conversion on some bullshit that happens.
Making me already want to cry.
Give me fucking Bama. Yeah, no.
They're not
Every
covering.
time I try to go for Auburn on this, they get fucking they give me false hope. Every time I try to pick Auburn in the Iron Bowl, every time I pick Alabama, they smoke them because we've had to pick Alabama. We've had to pick the Iron Bowl every year this week. I figured I didn't think Kev was coming on this year, so I was like, oh, okay, I don't have to pick this fucking game this year. Nope, he's here anyway. What? So,
Yeah.
because he's the best fill-in guest of all time. I'm taking Roll Tide here by a fucking mile. By the way, Bama Twitter, Gump Twitter. Shout out to all of my friends back there, Gump Twitter. Roll Tide.
First of all, fuck the machine. Fuck on Twitter. We're gonna start throwing out.
The machine,
Bullshit.
I will agree with. Fuck the machine.
Fuck on Twitter too. They have no respect. Stand by it. No respect. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, because Auburn Twitter is so much better.
Oh god, no. The burners are so much worse. Oh god, no. They're equally as bad. They're the same brothers from a different mother. It's fucking awful. Also, fuck Harvey Updike and everything he did. Worst thing Auburn ever did was put a fucking jersey taped to a fucking bronze statue. Where's that doing any damage to?
Wild thing to say when your coach is Hugh Freeze, by the way. Wild.
Worst thing they've ever done to Alabama.
Huge
Okay.
freeze.
I mean, I'm not going to count what happens in the game as the worst thing that's ever happened to Alabama, but what do I know? No, look, Auburn has never done anything to deserve a whole southeastern part of a state to be poisoned.
I'll agree with you on that one.
What is
No,
that?
I don't- there's no
Auburn
retort there.
donated money to the tornado situation in Tuscaloosa 4 years in a row. They didn't have to, but they did.
I'd like to point out that was one person who didn't even go to the school.
Oh yeah, no, Harvey Updike's a freak of
so
everything.
he
Yeah.
was a freak.
No, he's still a freak in hell. I don't care what you
Okay.
say.
Okay.
That dude's in the
Okay.
8th level, just getting right there. Yeah.
All right, come on, kids. All right.
Anyways, but no, to Kevin's point, it is built on an Indian burial ground. Auburn has a winning record at Jordan Hare in the history of the Iron Bowl, and most of the wins come when Auburn is an unranked team, barely bowl eligible, while Alabama has a chance outside chance. Although this year, the pretty good chance of being the SEC West champions.
They already
So,
are.
Here we are. Auburn's going to pull an upset in. I don't think it's going to go to overtime. I think it's going to be a late game upset, but I do think it's going to be close. I think we're talking 2-3 points here, and it's actually going to be Robbie Ashford who throws a game-winning touchdown pass.
All righty.
The running quarterback. In case anybody's-
Next up on the docket, who's
Chris
taking?
and Matt still have not gone.
I let me finish.
Neither has DJ.
I know. I was gonna say, now that the Alabama boys have picked,
Well, that's because you just jumped in the middle of it.
DJ,
Yeah,
Chris, Matt. We'll go in any order here. I'll start with Chris. Who you
Yeah,
going with
sorry.
Iron Bowl?
I'm gonna take Bama. I was playing Fruit Ninja during their argument, so
I
How'd
don't
you
even
do?
think that was an argument. I think we
No,
agreed
it
on
wasn't.
most points.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. That was pretty
a
good.
lot of yelling.
This is
I
just
was confused.
no. It's more yelling about Harvey Updike at all times.
Oh,
Always yell about
shit.
Harvey Updike.
Cheers.
All right.
Well,
Matt.
fell apart.
Kelsey's speech was riveting. Almost cried. I'm gonna take Auburn to upset.
Oh, you fucked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know I
God
did,
bless
but you know,
Kelsey.
I don't think I'm gonna go 9 for 9 in a parlay, so I might as well blow it up somewhere.
This is gonna be the one that hits while something else is gonna blow it up in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
already know
lose.
Jared and Chris will be livid if this is the one that works.
Yeah,
Jared,
me
are
and
you
Chris
worried?
gonna be
I'm
out
not.
here trying to burn down Auburn statues at that point.
I'll lose all the NFL games.
Please wrap us up on this one.
I'm gonna take Alabama to win, but Auburn finds a way to cover one of those weird, goofy, makes no sense rivalry games.
Fair enough. All right, we're going to get back to the NFL. Jags Texans. Now you told me about maybe 5, 6, 8 weeks ago this game was going to be -1 and part of the 6-pack. I would have said you're smoking crack. But rookie of the year, T.A. Stroud, taking on the Jags, who for some reason can't seem to get out of their own way 80% of the time. Give me the Texans. I'll start it off. I'm a big C.J. Stroud believer. Jags, yes, are on the road, but C.J. and them boys are playing hard, and it doesn't matter who he's chucking the rock to. He's still completing passes. So give me C.J. and the boys continue. Matt?
In Jacksonville, I'd probably take the Texans, but on the road, I'm gonna go with the Jaguars in this one.
Chris?
I was gonna roll with the Stroud boys. They're gonna lose one eventually. I think it might be this week. I'm gonna take the Jags.
Deej.
I'm gonna take the Texans as well. I think they've learned how to run the ball the last few weeks, and I think that's gonna slow down the Jacksonville pass rush just a touch. And we already seen CJ Stroud.
I do believe they get Damian Pierce back either this week or next week.
Who needs Damian Pierce when you got Devin Singletary right now?
Hey, listen, porque no los dos.
Oui.
That was the whitest Spanish I've ever heard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go that part. We're moving on. Kevin, you're
All right, Kev, go.
Give me the Texans and Will Anderson.
There you go.
I'm not picking CJ Stroud, but Will Anderson. I'm picking Will Anderson specifically.
All right, Kelsey.
Does everybody forget what Jacksonville had done to them by Houston earlier this season?
No, because I think most of those picked Houston.
That was 20 point. I know.
I think it's this is a totally different Texans team, though.
Well, that's my point.
Mentality.
The Texans won by 20 when they were crap. Texas might put up a 40 spot on the Jags right now. Granted, this is an away game, and Jacksonville is undefeated away, so can't sell anything like that. But I'm gonna give it CJ Stroud because for some reason, screw it, why not?
I love it. All right, America's game of the week: Bills Birds.
Raptors. They are Raptor. If you want to make them threatening, you got to call them Raptors. Birds just sounds like a fucking robin.
They sound like government spy planes.
All right.
I'm not threatened.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm threatened by a bunch of
threatening, and therefore they should be called Raptors.
obese hairy cows. All right, give me the Birds. Listen, you got to show me the Bills' play calling is going to improve with the rocket scientist known as Joe Barry. Also, the Bills can't stop a cold block in pass blocking, and the Eagles' pass rush was even getting home on Mahomes. That's, Jalen Carter, Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat. That's next. Deej.
Well, the Bills did look awfully good against the Jets, so that means they should only lose by 10. I'll take the Birds. Or the Raptors, I would say. The Raptors.
All right. Our resident Cowboys fan, Kels.
I'm taking the Bills. Not because of anything to do with the fact that the Eagles, are bound to lose one soon, but also because I think Joe Brady and Josh Allen are going to work out really, really nicely.
All right, Eagles are going to lose to the 49ers. I have predicted this. I will say it again. I think that's the game they lose. They will also lose the second. They will also lose the game to the second game to the Giants on week 18.
No, they're not losing to the Giants. You shut up.
I'm talking the last week of the season when they're benching all their starters because we already have 3 games on the Cowboys.
Tom DeVito's Paisano self.
Oh, you think Mariota is going to outdo the Cowboys? I'm here for the Giants. I'm here for it. All right, Kev.
I don't want to. I'm taking the Bills. I think Josh Allen's going to have a respectable 250-yard, 2-touchdown, no interception game, and maybe like 75 and a touchdown on the ground. And everyone's going to act like he's the second coming of Christ. All the media pundits are going to have to wipe his cum off their faces before going on national television after blowing him for looking like a competent NFL quarterback.
Where the fuck did this come from?
I'm with you, though, dude. I can't stand the fucking Josh Allen fandom, dude. He's so fucking annoying.
The best thing he's ever done is date Haley Steinfeld. That's about it.
Yeah,
that's the thing a lot of people have done.
Ow. What did he ever do to be offensive to any of you?
Oh, I have no issue with Josh Allen. I just think he's
he's
Kev's explanation because I get it.
He's fucked up like all of my bets. So I can't stand.
Also, my mom was a Bills fan. Probably still.
Why are you picking them? You should want my Birds to curb stop them.
I do, but I think her life is miserable enough. I don't think she can go any lower. So at this point, I don't care.
Something's getting challenged there. I don't know what it is. Like,
I like how that's what you're challenging. Not me saying media pundits will have to wipe Josh Allen's semen off their face. I like how that's not
semen crusted on their lips. They got to wipe off. They'll start with the newest one. We'll get working our way down to the other ones. But like, poor mom. What'd she ever do?
Yeah, there's still some leftover.
She left.
In there.
Oh shit! Now I feel like an asshole.
A lot of butter.
You didn't know?
We also had McCarthy last week.
That was only around for like a year, and I knew.
Yeah. What was it, 2 weeks ago? McCarthy made the... Kev, did you ever hear the joke what McCarthy said?
You might have mentioned it. I forget.
Okay, he goes, the number one thing I'd rather do than watch Bears versus, Panthers? Is sleep with Kevin's mom.
Okay, I'm not that bad now. So I'm tip back my red flag though, and I'm just gonna move on now. So at least Kevin, at least he did it worse than I did. So we're
all right, Chris. I don't even have to ask with you, buddy. I know where you're going.
Dude.
The Raptors.
Fucking Bird Gang, dude.
The Raptor gang.
He's going with the Phoenixes.
Why do you go with such a wimpy ass animal like a bird? Call him a raptor. Raptors have talons and sharp beaks. Birds suck and can only eat nuts.
And you guys are Cowboys?
I am not trying to say an eagle is a bad thing. I am trying to use the most threatening animal as your mascot. This is the problem with Eagles. They take everything as an offense. Everything.
All right, Matt, go.
Josh Allen dropped over 30 points on the Jets, and that's because the defense realized, why the fuck are we going to play hard when our offense is only going to put up 6 points? I don't think he's going to replicate that against the Eagles. I think they get to him at least 5 times sack-wise. So give me the Philadelphia bald Eagles, if that makes you feel any better.
All right, Matt and
to win that
DJ.
game.
I feel phenomenal.
Matt and DJ, actually, over under how many times does Josh Allen get sacked on Sunday? I'm
What's the
calling
line?
4. I'm gonna say I'm
over.
playing at 2.5.
No, I'm saying 5 minimum.
I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4 to 5. I think Reddick's gonna get home because Deion Dawkins is gonna probably lock up Sweat at least once, but I think that Reddick is just gonna get home a lot. Isn't the right tackle like a third stringer at this point?
No, it's still a starter.
What's the difference?
It's Spencer Brown.
I rest my case. All right. Last but not least, we talked about this already with America's favorite head coach and doofus. Now Josh McDaniels has been relieved of duty. Brandon Staley and the Chargers play host to Lamar Jackson in my AFC Super Bowl pick, the Baltimore Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens here. I think this game might get ugly if Lamar starts getting the ball out quickly. Joey Bosa might be out until yes. So I don't know who besides Khalil Mack. I don't know who's rushing the damn passer for him. So Lamar could basically, with a bum ankle, sit in the pocket and just rip the ball down the field. So yeah, give me the Ravens by a lot. Matt.
Yeah, no Mark Andrews, but I'm still going to take the Ravens here. I think that defense gives some issues to Justin Herbert. And I think Zay Flowers comes through with this one offensively. And Gus Edwards definitely gets another touchdown. So give me the Ravens.
There you go. Chris.
I'm taking the Ravens. I regret not picking them last week, even though I was going back and forth with that. So I'm going to take the Ravens.
All right, I'm going to make an amendment, actually. I'm going to go back on my Thursday night game pick. I cannot pick the 49ers in good conscience. I am going to take this. Actually, no. Let me go back to you. I'm kind of debating. There's two Thursday night. The Cowboys and the Sea Chickens. One of you guys is going to disappoint me. So I'll get back to you by the end of this picking. Kevin, go.
The Chargers are not allowed to have nice things. Apparently, they could have the number 1 offense, number 1 defense, miss the playoffs. This is the beginning of their chance to be rid of Staley. Not Joe Staley. He was good. This is their chance to be rid of Staley, and they're not going to get it. The Chargers are going to win, and the Bosa brothers are known for going crazy against a certain type of quarterback. More so Nick than Joe, but still kind of Joe. So expect a big game from Joey.
Joey's out with a busted Achilles.
He's going to come back. He's going to find a way to come back.
I like your spunk.
But no, it's Staley's going to keep his job because they're going to win this game some fucking how.
All right, Kels.
Well, Ravens. I don't really need to give a bigger answer other than the Ravens.
Fair.
32nd ranked defense, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, that kind of screams Ravens, but somehow the Chargers will cover the spread because Justin Herbert throws lasers for no reason. So they'll only lose by 3.
This does kind of feel like the game that is going to set the Chargers if they win up for like a 6-game win streak, though.
Yeah.
It sounds stupid, but it just feels like that way. Like it's like out of nowhere they're going to rattle off 6 wins, and everybody's like, "Oh man, Brandon Staley's pretty good."
And Johnson just needs to use both hands to catch the ball. Both hands.
Also, shout out Kev for the Joe Staley commentary. That's a throwback. Not even really that far back throwback, but like
he's a guy that nobody really talks about.
Yeah.
All right, Deej.
Oh yeah, Ravens win, but Chargers cover for some stupid reason.
Love it. All right. Okay, so as promised, I want to pick the commies so damn bad, but
do it
every time.
Do it.
Let the hate flow through.
Do it.
Who do they?
From Al.
Kelsey, who do the Cowboys play next week? Not.
I don't freaking know. Do you think I look that far in front for my disappointment?
Fuck, I know who my team's playing after that. Shit.
I don't look forward to my disappointments every week.
You are like that. Like you're like
It's the
that divorced
Seahawks.
father who just regrets like his degenerate children.
I wholeheartedly do reject. I hate having to wear this fucking jacket with a damn star on it because I can't choose any other team because I'm an indecisive fuck.
Guess who
Yeah,
they're playing
the
next
Seahawks.
fucking week?
The Seahawks. No, they're playing the Seahawks next week.
Yeah, calm down.
Oh, okay, yeah, no Seahawks. Okay, no, never mind.
Yeah, so we play the Niners next week.
Yeah, that's right. We play the Niners.
This guy.
Yeah, give me the fucking Sea Chickens. They've been waiting to play Philadelphia for a hot minute. I'm gonna roll with Kevin's House of Madness as my upset pick this week. The Niners have been waiting to play Philadelphia again since about last January when they thought they got robbed, but in reality, it wouldn't have mattered who had they had quarterback they were losing. Would have been closer, but yeah, no, the Seahawks I think are going to catch them by surprise. I think the Commies cover easily, but I just don't trust them. And Dak's honestly been playing really well the last couple weeks, so which means I probably just jinxed him. He's due for a loss.
I could have played well against his
I'm
most
sorry. All right. So, Chris, I think you're the only one who didn't take an upset here. If you want one, me and Matt will give our gimmies.
Yeah, do your gimmies first.
All right. If you, Kelsey, and DJ, and Kevin, you guys want to contribute to upsets or gimmies you like, feel free.
Auburn over Alabama as my gimme.
Fuck you.
That'd be an upset, but all right.
I was kidding. I was kidding. 100% kidding. Who does Georgia play this week?
I'm taking Georgia over Georgia Tech as my upset. Or as my gimme. Excuse me.
I was like, that feels like a safe gimme for this one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Although the triple option gives teams fits.
It's fucking irritating. Take it to somebody who lost to Georgia Tech this year. It's fucking irritating. They don't even run that shit anymore.
You didn't lose to Georgia Tech for any reason besides Mario Cristobal's hubris.
I don't want to talk about it, Kevin. That game made my head hurt.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you didn't lose to Georgia Tech. North Carolina did beat Georgia Tech. We all know you're a North Carolina fan at heart.
Give me Penn State over Michigan State.
No I'll take Tennessee over Vanderbilt.
Ballsy.
Should I go the ultimate, the ballsy supposed gimme? The egg bowl.
Take LSU.
No, the egg bowl.
No, why would you touch that game? It's only a 10-point line.
That's my point. The most sketchy gimme ever.
That's so fucking sketchy. I'd rather take Oklahoma over TCU. Shout to Mason.
Give me Assumption over Southern Connecticut.
Jesus Christ, man. Nobody cares about our shitty T2 school.
All right, Washington over Washington State. Nobody said that one yet.
Ooh.
Wow. Trust in the state.
All right, Chris, you're on the clock here, brother.
Stanford upsetting Notre Dame.
Stop it. Don't listen to him.
Isn't Jordan Travis out?
Yes.
About them Gators.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You
Get out of here, Chris.
Don't
Go
stop
home.
it, Chris.
You're
I'm going to
wrong.
give you one chance to take that back. Gator Humpers International doesn't win big games.
Okay. Fuck. You know what I'm going to do? Just for Matt? I'm going to take the Jets at home.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, my
Don't
God.
do it.
Why are you doing? Stop it. Oh,
Wait, didn't you
I
pick
know why he's doing this because he's already so far in the hole in the picks competition. He doesn't care.
Didn't
Yeah,
you
dude,
pick
I'm
the, wasn't there when Mason left and we had that one episode after him and I took Oklahoma as the as my favorite and that or my gimme that hit and you took Patriots as like a massive underdog, right? And they won?
No, Commanders. I took the Commanders to beat the Pats.
I mean, listen, take the Commanders over the Cowboys. Fuck it, right?
All right,
Yeah,
well, my rant now means nothing because I didn't have the correct
hey,
information.
listen, if you ever wanted a fucking winner here, take the Commanders over the Cowboys and go get a gimme.
If Florida wins, I will be upset.
All right, fine. Pick the fucking game you want, buddy. You're already so far in the hole at this point.
I'm taking the Jets. I'm rolling with the Jets.
Oh my
Now
God.
you guys are going to be the one he blames for all of this next year.
He's
Thank
still
God.
You're still gonna get a text on Friday that says, "Damn it, Kelsey, you screwed me."
Oh, 100%. I don't even know what the hell I did this time.
Oh, yeah, I'm texting that chat no matter what happens.
Here you go. Colorado over Utah. Might be
Stop
actually
it.
a sneaky one.
Stop it. No. Kelsey, I'm telling
Cam
you.
Rising,
shit.
get a job.
Listen, I got ridiculed the first 40 season when I was not a fan of Dion. I thought I came around, then they started losing. Apparently, I'm the kiss of death in Dion's season.
You know, actually, this in all the seriousness for an upset that has been cycling around pretty regularly here. People are picking Coastal over James Madison. It's an 8.5 point game. Coastal's at home. James Madison coming off their first loss of the season.
I don't hate it.
It's plus 225
bad
odds. So it's not like the odds aren't terrible. It's just the spread is a lot bigger than I'd like.
Plus, James Madison has nothing to play for.
Yeah, I mean, really, they don't anymore.
Yeah, they can't go to a bowl game. All the guys are trying to just chill and relax at this point.
No, I think they're just trying to prove points.
Yeah. All right. Well,
They're Central Floridaing this shit.
Shout out
Also,
to
I think it's rude of the NCAA for making James Madison not go to a bowl game. Have you guys ever been to James Madison's campus?
Yes.
Shit smells like a fucking petting zoo in the morning. There's fucking train tracks that run through the goddamn thing.
Yep.
DJ's not far away from us.
Weirdest setup. Second weirdest setup of a campus. I still will contest. Texas Tech is weirder, but that's just a whole nother ballgame.
Sir, I see you there, and I raise you BYU, Utah State.
I've never been to Utah. I've been to Lubbock, Texas.
Let's see. Texas A&M's a weird one. Texas A&M Corpus Christi is an even weirder one.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Texas
But
A&M
isn't Corpus Christi like a gorgeous town?
Yeah, but it's like a beach town. But that's the problem. It's split by a fucking river.
Also,
Well, yeah,
Texas A&M has a Qatar campus. Are we shocked they have a Corpus Christi one?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Texas A&M Qatar.
The global. Liberty's setup is actually really weird too.
Wow, Liberty's weird.
Yeah, who would have thought?
There's a shocker.
I'm
Right?
shocked.
Yo, I went on a date with a chick from Liberty, man. She was fucking strange.
No.
Did you talk about
Yeah, no
freedom?
shit.
No, it was a lot of. She quoted a Bible verse during our first date. That
So
was
she
odd.
did talk about freedom, just not
So
the
if
freedom you
you
want.
went to university, you should have probably seen this thing right away. In case you wanted to pay the tell, it is a version of a red flag. That should have been your first key.
Yeah, a little. She was super homophobic too, but that was a whole other ball game. Oh man,
So it didn't work out.
she was cute though. But Jesus, she was fucking crazy. All right, anyway, Also, I said Jesus Christ once during the date, and I thought she was gonna slap me so hard that it was gonna like knock my teeth out. So
Welcome to dating in the South.
no,
Plus, you
that
couldn't
was-
hit until you put a ring on it. So
She's from fucking Connecticut, okay? She had no business acting Southern, okay?
Oh, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's just a general consensus of dating in the South.
also, Jared, she's from Connecticut, so of course she was acting Southern.
Exactly.
Good point.
I'm not defending it. I'm saying that's how it is.
No, Kevin's on point there. But
Those
All right.
people in the big fucking houses are always like, "Oh yeah, I drive a pickup truck." The worst fake Southern accent you've ever heard.
I don't know, man.
I have a truck, but I don't have a fake Southern accent.
Bullshit. You drops every now and then. I've heard it.
Well, my mom actually is from the South, but it's a whole nother.
Okay, because that's how you inherit your voice.
Dude, when she gets drunk, that shit comes out like fucking like freaking little water, man. She's had a few. Her and my dad are hanging out because they will have off tomorrow. I guarantee she's already the Southern accent started coming out. She's had a
I'm
bourbon.
talking about your Southern accent.
I get it from her. I don't know. I
don't have one. You shouldn't have one, but you pull one out. It doesn't sound right.
occasionally.
He's from Connecticut.
There you go.
All right, that's it for the
And he's an
Corner
Eagles
pregame Thanksgiving edition. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Kelsey and DJ, where can we find your amazing content?
DJ, you got it. You got it, DJ.
It's all you, sir.
I got it last time. You got it this time.
I got it the time before that, and the time before that, and the time before that, and the time
That's
before
just a damn lie because I wasn't on the show then.
Board here, Kevin. Where can we find your shit?
You can find me at BellyUpKev on Twitter, and you can follow Tailgate in the Quad at Quad Tailgate. New episode coming out tomorrow.
Ooh, interesting.
All right.
You and Kieran already recorded already?
No.
Why do I? What is this? We'll get my face off of this.
No, we record. We drop the night we record, so my girlfriend
okay.
can listen before she goes.
What the fuck is this? What is this?
My favorite, by the way, is this one. I like this one a lot.
Who the fuck makes this shit? This is so stupid.
Bye, Matt.
It's like the retarded Brady book.
person.
There's a story.
That a man named Jared.
That's right.
You had a southern accent. That was
Okay,
fun.
no. Mm-mm. All right, so yeah, you can catch DJ and I every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, over on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, everything you can watch stream on. Live episodes, all audio goes live at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday mornings. And you can catch us on every social media at High Low Sports or on Twitter at high_low_sports. There you go.
All right, sweet.
Get that out of the way while you guys were jerking off over here.
Bonk.
All right.
Quite literally a circle jerk going on.
You can find our content at Everything Corner Booth Pod on everything from
Just practicing for
X to Threads, to Twitter, or where the fuck that shit is called now. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all of it. You can also find me at Belly Up Jared and Corner Booth Jared, depending on your social media preference. Twitter/X does not like me changing my shit apparently, so it's Corner Booth Jared everywhere else. You can find Chris. He runs our Twitter account at Corner Booth Pod, and Matt is Big Wisp 8 on Twitter, and then everything else he is Corner Booth Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you stopping by. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at Belly Up Sports and the Corner Booth Podcast, at Tailgate and the Quad and High Low Sports, to your families and yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Have a happy Thanksgiving. We will see you assholes back on Monday. I believe Monday. Maybe we'll go live on Monday. Fuck it. To welcome you back in, as the Christmas tree will be up by then, right in front of the Rodney McLeod jersey, and yeah, it'll be a good time. So we appreciate you stopping by. Have some turkey, watch some football. You can catch some content. Me, Kev, and our boy Mr. Maserati will be live at Boston College, Miami on Friday, which should be fun. And yeah, it should be a good time.
How is that not a game?
What?
How is that not a game we talked about?
Because
It's
Oh,
gonna
so
be
you're
a
Texas A&M?
it's gonna be
Yeah.
a shit game.
it's gonna be a shit show. I don't know how. Either Miami's gonna kill them or it's gonna be fucking ugly. There's no other in between.
If
Like-
my experience with Boston College is anything to go with, it's going to be close in a good game for the first half, and then BC is going to forget how to play football in the second half, and Miami's going to run away
Yeah,
with it.
I think Mark Fletcher might run for 250 yards. That's my prediction. The kid I literally called Derrick Henry 2.0, he's gonna run for 200 yards. I told Kevin to watch his highlight tape for 5 minutes because the kid runs like he's angry at the ground, and he's 6'2", 225 pounds. And he runs a 4.4. Anyway, boys, enjoy your Thanksgivings. All you stop by McCarthy, all you guys, appreciate you coming through. We will catch you guys on Monday. Peace.
Go Tigers.